Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are tuning in. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Chris Bluard, a meditation instructor living in Thailand. I've been here teaching for some years, really teaching worldwide since 2009. Very excited to announce my upcoming spring retreat. This will be all online. It'll be an eight-week exploration into compassion. I'm calling it Kuan, a retreat into compassion. We kick off on March 21st and it runs until May 13th. That's for 8 weeks. Those are the dates in North America or South America. If you're here in Asia, it will be a day ahead of that, so March 22nd to May 14th. And so I'm just going to go through these slides here as a way of not only showing you all my wonderful photo collection, but as a way of introducing you to the next online retreat, a retreat into compassion. By the way, this is a photo taken here in Chiang Rai in North Thailand of a Kuan Yin temple there. Very, very beautiful temple. That icon there is, of course, our bodhisattva of compassion in Buddhist tradition. Her name is Kuan Yin. Slides are stuck. Here we go. I've been having a bit of trouble with Zoom with my keynote presentation, so you'll have to bear with me. Hopefully it should work. Okay. So what is compassion and why is compassion important? Well, compassion is really seen to be one of the goal posts, if you will, of spiritual practice. It's been considered to be the height or the pinnacle of spiritual practice since spirituality began in the human species. Compassion has been one of the reasons why we embark on these journeys, is to cultivate a practice of compassion. And according to the traditions that I was trained in, compassion is the ability to hold space for another while they're in their struggle. That could be a struggle, very slight struggle, from witnessing a person trying to solve a puzzle or open a can opener unsuccessfully, to the searing pain of bone cancer, for example. So it could be a wide variety of struggle there. The idea is that regardless of the severity of the struggle, we are able to hold space for that person or group of people without falling into our own reactivity. In other words, without bringing our own stuff into the situation, without trying to solve the situation for them because we feel uncomfortable, but rather trying to help them in their time of need. So that's compassion in a nutshell. And that's why it is important. This photograph here was taken in Koh Samui, at the big Buddha there in Koh Samui, also in Thailand. So the retreat starts again on March 21st or 22nd, and we start with compassion for ourselves. By the way, this is my better angle there, in case you're wondering. I'm on doing a meditation there at a location in Chiang Rai in Thailand, northern Thailand there. So anyway, I digress. So the retreat, it's mapped out over 8 weeks. We're going to spend the first half of the entire program on compassion for the self. There are a couple of reasons why I decided to lay out the program in that way. I've been talking to a great many people over the past year in regards to the struggles that have been happening worldwide. The stories of trauma, the stories of extreme stress. Compassion for ourselves can really help. So I'm really dedicating the first half, the first month of the program, to cultivating a compassion for ourselves as a way of healing, as a way of learning skills that will make that available throughout our entire life. So we'll have a good, strong foundation in self compassion before we move on to the later stages of the practice. So the next 4 weeks after that, we'll spend a week on each stage where we extend compassion to loved ones, compassion to strangers. We'll extend compassion to challenging people, people we may not like, and then extending compassion to the entire world. Now, I'll be drawing from many traditions for this. I'll be drawing from both the Theravada and Mahayana Buddhist traditions. We'll do what's called Tonglen, which is a very, very popular compassionate exchange. In fact, the word Tonglen in Tibetan means exchange. So we actually exchange our goodness for other people's struggle like that. So as a way of cultivating that capacity to hold our own struggle and then hold the struggle of others through Tonglen. I'll be drawing on practices laid out by contemporary teachers such as Tara Brach, Sharon Salzberg, and many, many others. So not only from spiritual traditions, but also scientists and psychotherapists as well. So really taking a deep dive. David Trelevin is another person I'll be drawing from. Many, many modern teachers and pioneers of the field of compassion. So I'm very much looking forward to laying all of that out. I really enjoy teaching from a secular view. You know, my formal training comes from the Buddhist traditions. I was trained in Tibetan Buddhism and Zen Buddhism. I've done some Theravada training as well, and Vedanta Hinduism. But I'm very passionate about offering teachings from a secular voice, a voice that is free from belief, free from any type of spiritual practice or religion. My retreats, my offerings, my teachings are made available to people from all walks of life, from all backgrounds, from all religions, or no religion. So that's all good. In fact, sometimes, most often actually, the topic of religion doesn't come up unless people ask about it. Okay. Oh, this photo was taken also in Koh Samui on the beach there. There you go. So enjoy that. Okay. So who is this retreat offering good for? Well, of course, I'm biased, but I would say it's good for everyone. But really, it's appropriate for meditators of all skill level. Beginners are welcome. If you already have a meditation practice, this online retreat offering will only serve to accentuate the practices you're already doing. And if you're really curious about cultivating a compassion-based meditation practice, this would be a really good course for that. Again, as I mentioned on the previous slide, any religion, no religion, all religions, it's all good. You don't have to hold a belief system to get full benefit from this offering. If you feel that you're suffering in any way from stress or anxiety, from being locked down, or if you've had family members or friends affected with COVID, or you yourself have been affected with COVID, or the political divisions worldwide, this is a great opportunity to offer yourself some self-care. So registering for this would be a move out of self-compassion. And we're going to talk more about that on the retreat, how every motion we take can be used as a practice for self-compassion. I don't want to get ahead of myself and give too much away, but that's on the menu. So if you're in that category, this would be a great offering for you. Also, people who are interested in cultivating a type of skill and practice that one can do throughout their entire life. This is not the type of thing where you would just do the 8 weeks and then leave it. Or you could, but really the idea is to craft these skills over the 8 weeks and then really hone them and create a new way of relating to your life, a way of relating to your life out of compassion. It's such a beautiful endeavor, and I'm really happy that I can facilitate and host this type of program. So I really hope you will join me. This photo was taken in Chiang Mai, and I don't remember the name of the temple, but I ventured up there one morning. This is a sunrise over a temple here in Chiang Mai in Thailand. So what's the bottom line, right? So I really tried to price this as affordable as I could to make it accessible for everyone. So the entire course, the 8 weeks, is $99. That includes all 8 weeks, which is including two 2-hour sessions via Zoom with the entire retreat participants, all the retreat participants. So we meet there on Zoom for 2 hours weekly. If you're in the Americas, that's going to be Sunday evenings and Thursday evenings. If you're here in Asia, Monday morning and Friday mornings. Now, in addition to the two-hour sessions per week, I'm also offering 2 one-to-one private sessions that you'll sign up for throughout the course of the retreat. And that's really there so that I can offer some real guidance if things are arising for you during the practice or outside of the practice that you think I might be able to help with. Meditation can often bring up things, particularly when we're working with compassion, can bring up things that might surprise us. So it helps to have somebody who has done these practices for many years and has facilitated these types of retreats before so that I can help navigate any perceived obstacles in the road. So I'm happy to do that, and I'm happy to offer that type of support, that type of individual support over the course of the retreat. This photo was taken in Da Nang in Vietnam. Beautiful Kuan Yin temple there. That doesn't illustrate Kuan Yin anywhere there, but that's where it was taken, at the Kuan Yin temple in Da Nang in Vietnam. So, finishing up the presentation here, you can find out more about what I offer and about the retreat by visiting my website, www.suchsweetthunder.org. If you're ready to go ahead and register, you would do that by simply emailing me and saying, I found out about your retreat, I really want to sign up. Once you do that, I will send you an invoice for the price of the retreat. And then once the retreat is paid for, you will be registered, your spot will be reserved on the retreat. Do sign up as quickly as you can. Spaces are already filling up. And I do have space in my calendar to offer another section if needed. But it seems like things are filling up fast, which is good. So a couple of add-ons to that. If you are finding out about this and you live in Europe, I understand that the time might be quite challenging. All of the sessions will be recorded on Zoom and made available, but only to the retreat participants. So oftentimes people will sign up for these retreats and just do the retreat on Zoom, and that's fine. You're welcome to do that. And you can email me questions that come up or concerns and things, and I'll field them through email. I'll answer them accordingly. If you're in Europe or in another part of the world and the time just isn't doable for you, but you want to do the live sessions, please let me know. I'm making a list of people who fall into that category, and I may offer a separate section of the retreat at a different time of day that would be more easily accessible to people in other parts of the world. So please don't hesitate to email me. Say, Chris, I'm really interested to do this retreat. It sounds great, but I can't be up at 2 in the morning or whatever the time is that's holding you back, and I'll try to make adjustments accordingly. Also, if the fee is not accessible for any reason, please let me know. I'm happy to make adjustments. There are scholarships available. There's financial aid available. So please don't hesitate to email me and say, Chris, I would love to do this retreat, but I just can't afford it. That's fine. I'm happy to make adjustments and to send you a scholarship application and so forth. So thank you very much for joining me on my photo show here, slideshow slash Kuan Yin retreat presentation. And I hope to see you all at the retreat. I'll ring the bell to close out. Oh, by the way, this is a photo of the White Temple, beautiful White Temple in Chiang Rai in northern Thailand. See you at the retreat.